Hello everybody, my name's Simone and welcome back to my channel. This is a little sketchbook tour. This is a newer sketchbook that I finished a couple months ago. So let's flip it open. This is a repurposed book that I found in the trash, not in the trash, but like in a trash/donation bin of books that were like the school was getting rid of. It was at my college, they were getting rid of some books. So I picked them up. This one I did from December 2021 until April 2022. I'll just do a quick flip through. There's a lot of stickers on the side. And a little self-portrait of myself. I know, it's been a little while since I've done a sketchbook tour. So this one's might be a little different from my most recent one. Since I think the one I uploaded last was from 2020, so a little bit of a jump in time. And these are some notes I made about some horror movies in the 80s. A lot of like incestuous themes of like stifling mother-son relationships. Kind of interesting. And a lot of wrestlers. Now this sketch was pretty fun because it's really big. It's over 300 pages. It's this book that's in Chinese. Not sure what it's about. Just kind of editing some of these little pictures. Yeah, so 2021, 2022, kind of weird years. Or I guess really the end of 2021 to 2022. Yeah, I'm out of college at this point, so I've been doing some work. I worked at a school a little bit, tutoring kids and reading. I'm doing a little bit of art. We draw a lot with the kids. A lot of marker drawings lately. This is what I did with my cousin. Not my cousin, my cousin's daughter. Yeah, well, my cousin, she's like in her 30s or 40s, and she has a teenage, like a 12, 13-year-old kid. And he's a little baby. And all this brown ink, this is black walnut ink. You make it with the husks of black walnuts. The husks are usually, they start off green, but they gradually turn like brown and then black. And you'll find them these kind of like ball-shaped green, like, I don't know, for husks, shells, whatever. And you'll find them on the ground around black walnut trees. And they make this nice kind of brown ink. Although you can harvest a couple, you'll make like a ton of ink. I've got like jars and jars of it. And I've still got more husks that I haven't used. Oh, these are fun ones. I was watching MASH this year because a lot of people have been following on Tumblr really into MASH. And I haven't actually finished it. I got like I'm at the last 2 episodes and I just kind of like stopped watching it because, I don't know. I always get nervous when finishing shows. Yeah, and these are some studies of horses I did off of a couple YouTube videos. Here's one in the poop. I was really into stickers in this one. You'll see them come up a lot. It's because at my job, I use a lot of stickers with the kids. And I just had like so many because they would get bored of like whatever stickers I had. And then they like would pick a different pack, and then I have like 5 stickers left on a page that nobody wanted. And then I could get to use them in my books. Here's some drawings of my sister. Yeah, I do enjoy this little ink drawings. Actually, I've been finding drawing a little stifling lately. I feel like I've kind of reached my limit with it, so to speak. Like I need to do something else to kind of grow as an artist, or maybe just I need to change the way I do art to kind of feel like I'm growing. Because with my job, my job was a full-time job, but it ended at the end of the school year. It was like a 1-year contract. After that, like during that, I had kind of a hard time making complete art. Complete arts, what does that mean? And so I've been doing a lot of like, it's really easy for me to work in my sketchbook, do sketching, but hard for me to make a finished work that I feel like has a complete, like, that is complete, you know, that feels like it communicates something and means something. So that's something I struggle with, I think. Because it's easy for me to make things, little things here and there. But I have a hard time committing to like sitting down for a long time on one item. I want to make like a lot of little things and not one big thing. Yeah, I did really like working in this. I like working in books. I feel like it lets up some of the pressure and it gives you like a lot of room to work. Yeah. Here's some of my little animal guys. I really like the idea of a through line through an animal. These kind of like silhouette shapes. Because it's good to remember that like all life, or all animals really are these tubes that process something and then that kind of changes them. Yeah, transformation is a big thing for me. Like the idea of like growing via transforming. Oh, here's some Marys. Mary and Jesus, and then Mary after Jesus' crucifixion. Yeah, I like these little sticker sheets. Now, how is everyone else doing? You can leave a comment. See, like, I like to hear about like what kind of art you're making. I always ask this kind of thing. Are you trying out any new media, or are you participating in Art Fight? That's this month. Art Fight is this July, like, month-long art activity. I'd love to hear if you guys are participating. You guys could send me. Actually, can you look up people on Art Fight? I think you can, but I would love to, like, you know, if you guys are on there, I could like friend you and we could like, I could draw your character. Oh yeah, I should explain what Art Fight is. Art Fight, if you don't know what Art Fight is, it's this art trading game. Basically, the whole month long, there are 2 teams, and to earn points for your team, you draw you draw a character of someone from the other team. Like, you draw the other team member's character, and then they'll draw your character. That's how you win points for each other. More MASH stuff. I think this might be Hawkeye. This is definitely Clinger. No, I had a little hard time. I have a hard time rendering their faces, but this one does look like Hawkeye. So yeah, if you're on that, you know, let me know. Maybe in the comments. Maybe like, maybe I'll put mine. I'll link my Art Fight in the comment, or in the description under my video. A little oil pastel marker, and like some kind of like wax marker pen. This is definitely Hawkeye. See, he's got his martini. Hawkeye again. This guy kind of looks like BJ, but I think enough might also be Hawk. Yeah. See, I was trying to draw his face over and over again. Yeah, I have a hard time with human faces. Hopes, Hawkeye again. Yeah, there's a lot of animals I find interesting to draw. Well, there's a couple animals I find interesting to draw. Horses are one. Pigs. I find pigs interesting, but there's a lot of horses, not really a lot of pigs. And I really love this book has its own like illustrations in here. They're very beautiful. I didn't draw this. This was in the book. There's like beautiful like pen illustrations. Oh, and here's my doggy, Pickles. Little Garbage Pail Kid reference. Yeah. Yeah, just would like to know what kind of art you're making. Are there any subjects you're really into? Like how I like drawing horses and animals and I don't know, MASH, I guess. What kind of things do you like to draw? I'm sure you probably, if you've seen my videos before, I probably asked this before. But I always like to know if it's different now than it was before. Because I feel like things, you have like some things you stick to for like a long term, and then you kind of change and pick some new things you like to draw. This is a little toy I got. It's like a little squishy toy, like a foam filled like little squishy, and it like broke after like a couple hours of using it. And so I wrote rest in peace, and this is what it looked like. It had a little cat face, and then the foam stuff came out of it. Here's some like ink impressions. What I did to make these, I had some ink. Like, no, I had some ink, obviously. And I had some like slime, and I would like kind of mix the slime into the ink, or the ink into the slime, and it would kind of press it against the paper, and it would leave these little forms and impressions. And it's got some really nice textures on there. sure my sister isn't making fun of me. If you get up close here, you'll kind of get these kind of interesting textures in the ink. Yeah. And of course, there's this guy, a little oil pastel drawing. Yeah, there's so many pages in this, you kind of have to just kind of keep doing stuff until you figure something out. Here's my little persona, Mr. Carrot. Oh yeah, some of the kids at work, at the school I worked at, they used to call me Mr. Carrot because I couldn't say my name. Oh, here's a drawing of a little pig. It was actually based off of a toy I had, or I still have. Like, I referenced the toy. I think it's kind of interesting to try and draw sculpted items. You kind of learn about... I'm not sure, like, I think illustrating sculpted things like toys, it kind of teaches you something about how other people render the thing that you're rendering, which is different from drawing something from a photo. Here's Hawkeye again. This is early season 2. Yeah, before I even finished the show, I started watching old episodes. I think I was home alone for a while because my parents and sister, who I live with, they were out of town for a couple weeks. Like I think a whole month actually. In February, and I couldn't go because my job I couldn't get away long enough, and my mom and my sister work. What's it called? Distance working. Anyway, they can work on. They work from home. And here's some more MASH. This is Hawkeye, and this is Trapper John. Yeah, so I couldn't go with them, but I was home alone for a month, so I got to watch MASH on the TV downstairs instead of watching it on my laptop, and it was really nice. I got to sit down with my dog. We would watch MASH for, like, as long as it was on, like, whatever channel it was on. I usually watch it on Hulu, but I was watching old episodes on, like, Me TV or something. Here I started using mineral oil to dissolve the oil pastel. Yeah, that was nice. I usually don't watch TV on TV. I usually watch shows on my laptop. Because I'm usually watching stuff on Hulu. Like MASH. MASH is on Hulu. No, I haven't actually... If you guys have any recommendations for shows to watch, I could use some. I've mostly been watching... Actually, I haven't been watching anything recently. I've been watching... I've had some YouTubers I like to watch. Some gaming YouTubers, 8-Bit Ryan, and mainly Badass Hero or two I like. But otherwise, I mean, every once in a while I'll watch a movie, but I haven't been watching a lot really. Here's some intestines. Intestines are one of the things I like to draw. I think it's like them and pigs are kind of related to this idea I have of like transformation and also like food. Because like obviously like in your gut you're like digesting things, but then like things like pigs are like raised for meat, and so they have this kind of connection to like food culture. Here's this like, little cat again. And so when I draw them, I like to draw like different stages of development of the pig and think about like pig growing up, you know, from like, you know, egg fetus into like animal, piglet, and then whole pig, and then the pig is like taken back down, deconstructed in the meat, you know, meat production process, and then it's eaten, and it's transformed again in your body, broken down. Some of the parts of it go into making you, and some of the parts leave you as, you know, excrement, waste. I think this is when I visited my family over in, because they were out in California, I think, for the month. So I made some drawings of them over there. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things I think I come back to a lot, because I really like drawing organs and meat animals, specifically pigs and cows. Now, here I was at the airport. Some people sketching at the airport. Yeah, so if you're commenting like things that you like to draw, like I'd love to hear like kind of what draws you to whatever subjects. Because my thing is like I like the idea of transformations and growth. Maybe you are like, I don't know, you have ideas about beauty or just you just think certain animals are cool, which is also like, yeah, it's also cool. airport. Little faces. Some more attempts at drawing Hawkeye. Like, this one's really rough. But live and learn. And it's hard to draw faces, and all my years of, I went to school for art, and I still have a hard time drawing faces. It's not something I really focused on. Oh, here's some things I could have done. Things to do. Some more mash. Yeah, he's feeding him a little pickle. I know these two in the early seasons are very funny. They're really cute sometimes. Here's my dog again. He's in a lot of these. Yeah, making and unmaking. These are the ideas I was just telling you about. Pig dissection, fetal development, human, pig, butcher videos, digesticism, decomp time-lapse. I think there's some interest in like the parallels in development between like human fetal development and then other mammals like pigs, or even like, you know, just other animals in general. Just kind of seeing like we all kind of build up the same, then we break down and decompose in the same way. Kind of this unifying reality of growth and decay. And these were attempts at attempts at, I was making a card for my cousin for his birthday. It's like, where's the money? So many receipts in here. Some print brainstorm, so just ideas for prints I could have done. Obviously teeth, fetus, embryos, dissections, skeletons, fetal pig and stuff. All kind of references to stuff I already like. And there's some notes on recurring interests I have. I think it's really helpful sometimes to take notes on the things you find interesting. For me, it's like meat and animals and monsters and wrestling. Mass, puppets, the uncanny, fetuses, fetal dev, digestive tract, toys, cartoons, kid imagery, packaging and consumer communication, meticulous documentation, and collection, i.e. museum, files, archives, etc. Stuff to think about. And here's a checklist of those teeny tiny Garbage Pail Kids they came out with. I really like Garbage Pail Kids. And some more slime impressions. And I got some notes in there about how to do it better. Ooh, that's a nice one. This is another slime impression. And it came in, I put it in this package for this little envelope I got of milkweed seeds, and I planted them outside. They're doing pretty good now. Here's another one. That's so cute. It is so cute. Look at that. And then I've got a little impression in there. I kind of like the idea of framing it in there. Like a triptych. No, it's a note for me. My boss left me. And some more slime impressions. Yeah, I really like when you kind of stretch the slime out and then press it down. It makes little like tendrily shapes. And here's like repeating like most ink and then losing ink gradually. Nice little repetition. Paper exploration ideas. Ooh, here's some ideas I had about paper constructions. Like ways of creating zines that you could kind of open up in a way that's like more interesting ways, like an autopsy, like opening the flaps and then removing the organs, or food in packaging with short text on the back. So like maybe it's like I don't know, like a box or like a faux box, and then you open it up and there's like things come out, or like a grocery bag or cuts of meat in like those like plastic containers meats come in, fish and produce and how they come in their own like little packaging. Or you can even like cut a fish, like you can have like a fish zine that's like folded like this, and you kind of like fillet the fish, not really, but like you open it up and it's got the interior. Lots of little ways. Collection of baseball or other card collections. Yeah, that kind of thing. That I think would be cool. Kind of like having like maybe like a little booklet of like all these little like cards in sleeves. You could pull out and read the back, and it's like Joe Louis baseball. Baseball Louis. That's a Danny Gonzalez reference. Baseball Louis on one side, and then you turn the back and it's like Baseball Louis was born in 1973 and he was really good at throwing balls. I don't know, something like that. And then file in cabinet or a wallet. And I've actually been working on a wallet, but let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. This is my mock-up for a wallet. Basically you fold these flaps and then they glue together. And it folds like this. And then you've got this little wallet. You can stick some bills in there and then kind of glue in some flaps to hold cards. A little mock-up idea. I'll keep going. I'm at just about 20 minutes here. so I want to make sure I get to the end without being over 20 minutes too much. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. I actually went to the beach recently. It's what day is it? Like July 5th. It's just after the 4th of July. And I went to the beach on vacation with some of my friends. It was nice. I like the beach. Hanging out on the sand. And what's nice about the beach I was at, because I'm on the East Coast here, I went to Delaware. You can dig up these little crabs that are like, they're called mole crabs. They're like maybe like this big, usually like the biggest they get is like I've seen this big, but they can be like smaller, that long, and then like kind of like this wide. They're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of like pill shaped almost, and they have like they're kind of round in the back, and then they come to a point, and they like dig backwards into the sand, and then stick their little like tentacles from their like face up out of the water and like catch things. And like when the tide comes in, they like pop up and they roll around a little bit, and then they like when the water withdraws, they'll like dig back into the soil really fast. They're really cool. So I love digging those guys up. I also found a couple crab sheds, specifically lady crab sheds. Lady crabs are, the ones I've seen are pretty small. They're like maybe this wide, and they've got these little, they're like whitish with these little dots in the back. They're really beautiful. I really like them. And I found two shed like carapaces, I guess, when I was like at the beach, and so I took them home. I have them around here somewhere, but oh, actually, I'll show you them when I close this up. And some more pigs here. Looking at, I think this video is from like dairy farm, or like not dairy, pork farms. Here's a kind of a fetal pig from a Keeble plate. Keeble, I guess, did a lot of like plates. Fetal pigs. So I'll show you what's in the back here, and then I'll show you my the crabs I found, or not the crabs, the crab shells. So here's some little, yeah, this is mostly just like junk. Little plastic stuff from stickers. More notes on things I find interesting. This is more like fetal dev, and yeah, some more of the same, kind of repetitive. And then a little sticker on the back, not really a drawing. Here's a little, yeah, this is like, all these are toys. These are cards that came with this is a card that came with the milkweed seeds I got. You can get them for free, actually. If you look up milkweed seeds for free, you can just get them because they're really important for monarch butterfly development or populations. This is my gallery. This is a little piece of paper of some kid's drawing I found. I found it really charming. Leather tag that came with my one of my other sketchbooks, I think. I got like a fancy leather sketchbook. Here's another one of these garbage pail kid things. Here's a massive post-it notes. I think my sister might have made this for me. Making something that looks like nothing out of nothing, things that are something, but using stuff that it's not. This is in my handwriting. I think my sister wrote this. Some more garbage pail kids packaging. This is the checklist. You saw it earlier, but I'll open it up a little bit. You can see like it comes with little figures. I'm not gonna open up the whole thing because this ain't a toy channel. Here's another, like, oh no, this is like it came with my Tangle. It's like a fidget toy. And last but not least, a little zine. Last but not least, a little zine here. You can read it the old-fashioned way, but if you open it up, it's actually, well, on the inside there's this, and then on the back is this. Nice. Fold it back up, goes back together. All right, that's that. Just about the end here. I will real quick shove this in here. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really always like going through my sketchbooks. And I appreciate when other people like it too, but first and foremost, I like it. Here's my stickers. I've got a lot of stickers in here. Some of these came from the back of the Garbage Pail Kid stickers you get with those little figures. Here's the back of the book. That's the whole thing. And before I forget, let me go grab my little crab shell. See, it says seashells are fragile. It also says poppy poke. Excuse me there. Oh, this one are store-bought. This and the rest of them, these little ones like that, and these are all ones I found. Now these are the two I found on my trip recently, and the spots are actually kind of reddish. I didn't notice that. But there's this little one and there's a big one. And the big one broke when I was transferring from. They're very fragile, but they're really cool. I really like them. All right. And I think this is a sea urchin test or something. And these are like cut conical shells. Pretty cool. I'll close it up. All right. So, thank you guys for coming by. I'll try and post again soon, hopefully. I'll probably go to the backlog of sketchbooks I have. I think realistically, sketchbook tours are the easiest thing for me to do, and I think I'm going to do the most. So I hope you like that. I really appreciate any views you have. If you like these sketchbook tours, you could give me a little subscribe. But if not, that's cool too. All right. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you, and you'll see me next time. All right. Goodbye. Have a good one.